topic for today is all about allomorph. So what is allomorph? An allomorph is a variant form of a morpheme that appears in different phonological or morphological contexts. They differ in pronunciation and shape. So when we say allomorph, these are morph that have different shape and form. It looks like they have different shape and form but still represent the same meaning. So for better understanding, let's have our example. So first we have the consonant S with morphs ending in P, T, K, and etc. is produced with voiceless sounds. So we all know how to identify if it is voiceless or voice. So let's have our example. First, we have our morphs P. All words that end in P, when we add S, it should be pronounced as raps. It should be voiceless S. Raps. Same with T, cats. And same with K, thanks. So next we have our second example. We have the consonant Z. All morphs ending in D, G, M, V, etc. is produced with voiced morphs. So when we say voiced morphs, there is a vibration in our vocal tract. So we have our example. First, we have the morphs D. So we have dog. When we add S, it should not pronounce as dogs. It should have a vibration in our vocal tract. So it should be pronounced as dogs. Dogs. So second, we have a morphs M. From the word rim, when we add S, it should be pronounced as rims. Rims. Next, we have our morphs G. Hug, hugs. Hugs. There is a vibration. Next, we have our V from the word love. When we add S, it should be loves. Loves. So let's have our last example. We have the consonant I-Z. With morphs ending in Z, S, X, and etc., it is produced with voiced morphs. So there is also a vibration in our vocal tract. So let's proceed to our example. So we have our morphs S. So from the example, bus, when we add ES, it should not pronounce as buses because there is a vibration, so it should be pronounced as buses. Buses. So next we have our morphs X. From the word backs, when we add ES, it should be boxes. Boxes. So as you notice, they just differ in pronunciation and shape, but still represent the same meaning. So that's all. Thank you. So our topic for today is all about morphological process. So when we say morphological process, it is a process which involves of changing of stem to adjust their meaning and fit the syntactic context. In morphological process, there is what we called affixation. When we say affixation, it is the morphological process whereby an affix is attached to root or stem to create a new word. It could either be inflectional or derivational. So also when we say affixation, it is a word formation process in English language, means adding a morpheme to a certain word to change their meaning. So we have two types of affixation. First, we have prefixes, and second, we have suffixes. But I will just discuss what is prefixes. So when we say prefixes, these are affixes that attach in the beginning to create a new word. So take note that these are affixes that found at the beginning of the word. So let's have our example. First example, we have the word appoint. So when we add the affix this, so it will become disappoint. Same with allow, it will become disallow. Educated, uneducated, legal to illegal, and possible to impassable. So as you notice, all affixes is found at the beginning of the word. So that is called prefixes. So that's all. Thank you. So, good day everyone. Our topic for today is all about adverbial. So, when we say adverbial, is a word or phrase that modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. It tells us more about how, when, where, or to what extent something is done. So when we say it modifies, it means it explains. So first we have it modifies a verb. When we say it modifies a verb, it describes how an action is performed. So how an action is performed. Let's have an example. Example is, she sang beautifully. Beautifully in the sentence is an adverbial. Why? Because it modifies the verb sang. Next, we have adjectives. It modifies adjectives. When we say adjectives, it intensifies or qualifies an adjective. So, an example for this is, she is extremely tired. Extremely here is an adverbial. Why? Because it modifies the adjective tired. Next is adverbs. It modifies adverbs. Adverbs are providing further details. So for an example is, she ran very quickly. Very here is an adverbial. Why? Because it also modifies the adverb quickly.